Hi, this is Sal Macaluso with eStyle Central. I'm going to give you a complete overview of the subscription system so that you'll understand how to add new collections, delete collections that you're no longer ordering, and everything involved with subscriptions and uploading collections to your website. This is what your admin homepage looks like, and I just want to go through this real quickly. First of all, in this notices section, you will see that we are posting instructional videos. So you want to check this. It tells you when an instructional video was added. This will be updated much more regularly now, so watch for those videos, watch for that date change. If you haven't seen a video, you want to be sure to watch it. This section here that's highlighted in red will only appear on your admin home panel if there's a collection that you wanted to upload to your website or created a subscription for, and the program attempted to upload it to your website, but you were not approved by this particular vendor to upload their collection. So if ever you see that, you're going to click here, and it's going to take you to this screen, Manage Preloaded Collection Activity. You can get to that screen by going to Manage Products and clicking Manage Preloaded Collection Activity. It's the same screen. And what you will see here is the collection that you are not authorized to upload. You can send another authorization request by clicking this link, or you can contact the vendor directly and ask them why you're not approved on this collection. You may know why you're not approved on the collection. Maybe you didn't place an order, or what have you. You're not buying that collection. Now, if the vendor has rejected you, or the request is pending for the vendor to authorize, or if it's been approved, it will show in a section below this, and it'll give you the information. The vendor can even add a comment to tell you why you rejected. However, if it's showing here without anything below it that explains what is happening with that, then the vendor doesn't know that they have a request pending. You need to send this authorization request or contact them. They will know what to do to approve you. And again, this is only for vendors that require approval. Right? We're going to go back to the admin homepage, and I am using a live website, so this is somebody's website, but yours would, your admin panel would look very similar, if not identical, depending on what's going on your admin panel. Program Updates also has important information that you should check about information that we've updated, and then you also have the list of collections so you can see when new collections were added to the database. Now again, if you've created subscriptions, you don't have to go here anymore and find these collections and add them. That's from the old system. It's not required. I'll explain that more in detail as we go through the system. Okay, so the first thing you want to do to make sure that you have subscriptions created correctly for all of your collections is you're going to click Manage Products, and you're going to go to the Manage Preloaded Collection Subscription screen. This is where all of your subscriptions are registered. So there is a current subscription on Elise Paris for this website. So anything that happens on the Elise Paris Prom collection forever will be updated automatically on this website. It's uploading to this collection name, which was created on this admin panel, Elise Paris Prom 2014. And you can see as you go through, there's collection names for most of these where they're being uploaded to. Now, some of you also create categories like prom dresses, young evening dresses. Anything that you've selected in the subscription that you want this collection to always update to will be listed here. What should never happen is you should never have a collection listed here that does not have a collection name selected. Now, this could either mean that there's no collection name created, it was deleted for some reason, or it was just neglected to be selected when the subscription was created. So on this particular website, we're going to assume that this person wants Elise plus size styles uploaded to the website. They are not uploading now because the system has no idea where to upload them. So you would edit that subscription. Again, you always want to review what you have for a subscription. It's going to say recurring because it's set up as a recurring subscription. The only information that's missing is that there's no Elise Paris Prom collection name to add it to. And as you can see, there is none here. So you can create that collection name right here once you've recognized that it should be there. Now, of course, you can also create the collection name in Manage Collections categories the way you always have, and then once you save it, it will be here for you to select. But you also now have the opportunity to create it here. Now, you're going to make sure you have a size chart selected. You're going to make sure that you check Apply Retroactive Updates. Now, all of this text is put here to help you and guide you through so you don't have to remember everything, but it tells you right here. If you are creating a subscription for the first time, you want to make sure this is selected, or you made changes in collection subscription setting for this master collection, which you just did. You added a new collection that you wanted this to be added to. Now, if this was also to be added to prom dresses or other categories that you had, you would simply select those in here. This particular client is not using separate categories, which is fine, but if you are creating separate categories, you can put this collection into up to 9 other categories that you always want this collection to upload to. So for this, a good one would be plus size prom dresses or plus size evening dresses. Okay, once you've done that, you've applied retroactive updates, you click submit. Now, the program is now going through the process of getting those images that it didn't know where to put and putting them into that category, or that collection name, which was just added to this website. It could take up to 10 minutes, depending on how much activity is being done just at the particular time that you do this. It goes into a queue and it eventually gets done. It could take a minute, it could take 10 minutes, but you don't see these changes instantaneously on your website the way you used to. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. If you went right to the website to see this update, it's not necessarily going to be there. You have to check. It's definitely going to be there within 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how large the collection is. Okay, so let's go back to Manage Preloaded Collection Subscriptions, and now you see that there is a collection name for Elise Paris Plus. Now, when you clicked Manage Preloaded Collection Subscriptions, you may not have noticed there's 2 tabs here. We're in the tab of Preloaded Collection Subscriptions, subscriptions that are already created. So now we see there's also a missing name here for La Femme. So again, I'm going to assume that this client wants the La Femme name on their website. Now, I do want to explain why the La Femme name is not on this website. What was being done, and what many of you are doing, when you used to delete collections at the end of every season so that you could get the discontinued styles off your website, you would come into Manage Collections categories, you would delete the entire collection. That was an easy way to get the collection completely off of your website, including any images that corresponded to that collection, as it explains here. But this is not the way you ever should have deleted previous collections from your website. You should never delete a collection name from your website unless you are no longer carrying that collection ever going forward, or you don't know if you're going to carry it ever again. So you only delete a collection when it's not going to ever be on your website again. The company went out of business. There's all kinds of reasons you would do it, but it's always best to leave the collection name. If you take a collection name off and add it back again, it's going to hurt you in search engine optimization for that collection name, so you never want to do that. So what do you do to remove those previous styles that are no longer available? Well, first of all, that's what the system is doing now with this subscription system. Once you tell the program what you want to have happen with those collections that are discontinued, it will automatically do this for you. You see here in the second option, delete styles from my website which were deleted by the manufacturers for reasons such as the style is not being cut or discontinued. So the system will automatically be taking those discontinued styles off your website in a timely manner, much more timely than was previously done, which was just every time we got the new collections. Now manufacturers or vendors themselves can go into their own eStyle Central admin panel and discontinue sizes and colors that are no longer available. That will automatically be updated on your website. When we add the new collection or make any changes by adding things, whether it's pictures or whole styles, those will automatically be added to your website. So you don't have to delete styles and re-upload them ever again once you've created a subscription. Let's go back to the preloaded collection subscription screen, and you'll see that there's this other tab, previous uploads. And this makes it very clear to me that this client has been just deleting all of these collection names because this is completely blank, which is fine. On this previous upload tab, it's okay that these collections are blank because they should be deleted if these collections are completely obsolete collections. So you know Evenings by Allure is no longer available, so that's perfectly correct that it should be here. At some point we'll give you a way to delete these, but for now they're just staying here and they do no harm. If this client is ordering from Allure Night Moves Plus, this should be added, but I don't think they are. Now here's an example of a collection that's not completely discontinued or obsolete, but perhaps this client did not want to show the styles designated as Homecoming now that Homecoming is complete. But if you notice that at Elise Paris, they call the Homecoming styles Homecoming during Homecoming, but then they're called Prom Short. So if you are purchasing the Elise collection, you should upload these to a new collection name called Elise Paris Shorts, and that should be added. So let's say that you discover here in previous uploads that there's something you should have a collection name created for, and this should be on your website. What you would do is you would edit it here. What you're going to find in the collection subscription settings under subscription type is that this has now been changed to recurring. It was set to single unsubscribe, but the system is assuming that you are wanting to make a subscription for this, so it automatically changes it to recurring. Because it's set to recurring here, it's going to move it into the tab of your subscriptions. So it automatically does that for you. Again, you want to check that, make sure that everything in this subscription is as you want it to be. You want to check that there's a size chart selected, and of course you need to create a collection name, or it is possible that there was a collection name here for Elise Prom Short, or you may just want to add this to the other Elise Prom dresses. But if you want to create a new category, Elise Prom Short, you would just select that and put Elise Prom Dresses Short. I don't know if this customer wants it, so I'm not going to do it. Again, it automatically defaults to apply retroactive updates because it's seeing this as you're creating the subscription for the first time. And then you would click submit, and that collection would be added to your website. So again, you go to the first quick review that you need to do is you're going to see if there's anything on your website that's been rejected or that you're awaiting approval for and deal with those. Then you're going to go to manage products, and you're going to click your preloaded collection subscriptions, and you're going to check to make sure that all your subscriptions have at least one collection name that they're being added to. Otherwise the system is not adding these to your website because it doesn't know where you want them. Then you're going to check your previous uploads and make sure if there's anything here that needs to be on your website that you create a subscription for it and create a collection name to add that subscription to if there's not one created. Now I did want to go back to this manage collection category screen where you normally create your collection names. You still can do that. If you create your collection name here and when you click submit, you're not only going to be able to create the collection name, but as you know, you could also find this text box where you can add text about this collection. Now I can't emphasize enough how important it is to have information about each collection in this text box. People ask me all the time, how do I improve my search engine optimization? It is essential that you put information in these text box about that collection with keywords that you think would be helpful, and all of that is automatically fed to Google and to the search engines. We'll have another video on search engine optimization going forward. So again, manage products, manage preloaded collection subscriptions, check these, make sure that all of these are created. Check this tab, make sure that if there's anything here that needs to be a subscription needs to be created for, that you create it. That will automatically move it here. Now if you are deleting a collection, you no longer are carrying a collection going forward, yes, you're going to delete it here. You're going to find that collection name. I am no longer carrying Hannah S. I am not carrying that collection ever again, or the collection, House of Roof stopped making that collection, whatever. You have to go in here and delete this collection and all the images that are associated with it. However, if you do that and you don't edit your subscription, the program's going to keep trying to upload that collection to your website. So what you have to do before you go to Manage Collection Categories, so that you can update your website by deleting the collection and make sure it's permanently deleted, you would manage preloaded collections, subscriptions, you would find that collection that you're no longer carrying going forward, and you would change recurring to single unsubscribed. Again, you go to the subscription that you have created for that collection, change recurring to single unsubscribed. Don't have to do anything else. You scroll to the bottom and click submit. You don't have to select anything here. That will automatically move the collection or the subscription from the subscription page and add it to the previous uploads page. Now, it doesn't matter if something's here in previous uploads and it has collections or categories that is still shown here. It doesn't matter. It's not doing anything with this. They remain here in case you want to then edit them and add them back as a subscription should you order that collection later in the future. One more thing about this collection category page and how you would update names. I believe that a lot of you were deleting a collection name because you wanted to create a new collection name for the same collection. Well, that's not necessary, and it never was necessary. All you would do is you would click submit next to the current collection name. You would edit it to whatever you want it to be, scroll to the bottom and click submit, and that just changes the collection name to whatever you want it to be. I would also recommend against putting Spring 2014. If you just put the collection name Elise Paris Evening and let the customer assume it's the most current styles, that would be better, and you don't have to worry about updating this every season. There's much more effective ways to put your search engine optimization for the term Spring 2014 than adding it here. So best to just leave a collection name, so this way it's always something that's current. And then one last thing, back to the subscription page. When you need to change something on your website, what many of you used to do is you used to go to Manage Products and you would go to Apply Settings to All if you needed to change something on a collection. So for example, if you wanted to take the prices off of the Giovanni collection, you would select the collection name. I'm just selecting that one because I don't think Giovanni's on this website, and you would then click Apply Settings to All, and you would do the changes here. That's no longer necessary. As a matter of fact, it's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it now going forward is find the subscription, change what you want to happen. So for example, if you want to remove prices, you want to make it not available for e-commerce, you would select that here. If you want to make it a zero price, you would do the same things that you used to do in Apply Settings to All here. Select Apply Retroactive and click Submit. So not only will it change it now, but it will change it forever going forward. Of course, you could always come back here and edit this later if you want to put the prices back or however you want to adjust that collection. Just remember, you select Retroactive, Submit, and you have to wait up to 10 minutes for that to be updated on your website. Okay, and then the question, of course, remains, what do you do if you do not have a collection on your website? You've never uploaded it before, so it's not going to be in either of these tabs. Well, then you would go back to the way you used to upload collections. You would select Add Collections from Preloaded Database. You're going to find the collection name. You're going to select the different particular master collection for that, and you're going to click Continue, but you'll only do that on collections that are not showing in this tab or this tab. You will create a collection name either at that time, because it's going to bring up that same subscription screen, and if you're going to create a subscription, you're going to create a collection name, you would do it here, or of course, if it's a new collection that you never carried before, you can create the collection name here, and then it will already be there when you go to create the collection. But that's how the process works now. You go add collections from preloaded database on the collections that you've never added before. You create a subscription, and once you create the subscription, you will then see it listed here. So that should give you enough information on keeping your collections and subscriptions updated on your website. It's now perpetual. It's work that you don't have to do season after season. The only thing you're ever going to have to do is edit a subscription if things need to be changed, delete a subscription and delete the collection name if you're not buying that collection going forward or the collection is discontinued, or add a new collection name if it's a collection you never ordered before. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us or submit a support ticket, and we'd be happy to guide you through this if you need help. Thank you.